To all of our local, our regional and our international viewers and listeners, a very, very warm welcome to another edition of the program Conversations with Zelisa, where we continue to inform, educate, empower and answer those unanswered questions. I am Zelisa Rupani, humbly inviting you to sit back, relax, enjoy, absorb, get your pen, get your paper, get your phone, so you could store important numbers, you could take information that will be helpful for you and your loved ones. Directing this morning and in Master Control, Hisham Costello. On behalf of our team, we'd like to wish each and every one of you a fantastic day today. It's Friday the 17th of November 2023, a day and time we'll never have the opportunity to have again. If you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you and yours. That's someone special. Let's quickly go to our quote for today, coming to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo. And our quote says, "Life is short, live it. Love is rare, grab it. Anger is bad, dump it. Fear is awful, face it. Memories are sweet, cherish it." Thank you, Hisham. That came to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo. Remember to check them out today for all of their deals. Their hours are from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. They're also located in Makoya, that white tent in Makoya as well, opposite the Center of Excellence. So check them out for all of their deals and all of their Christmas deals as well. Let's say a very good morning going out to the management and staff of OATS, that is Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. They've got two locations, one in Kunupir, LP 78 Monroe Road in Kunupir, and opposite Palmies Park in San Fernando. Their telephone contact numbers are, please write it down, store it on your phone, Master Eric, 354-4459. That's 354-4459, 497-7226, 497-7226. Today, I'm here to talk to us about the services and some of the experiences that their clients received and would have had would be Shivan and beautiful Renuka Samaru. So, welcome. It's nice to have you again with us today.
It's a pleasure again.
It's great. This young lady is always making me smile. Yeah. I guess her smile is just simply infectious.
Yes.
And this is what your clients would get when they walk in to the offices of OATS.
The customer service.
Customer service. A trained, not just trained, but certified staff who really welcome you, embrace and ensure that your experience there is one of a lifetime. When you go back, you look forward to going back. And this is what other places are lacking, but you have. And that is all part of, from the moment you enter that door, part of the experience there. And that's where healing begins.
No, for sure. I mean, I feel like anytime I go somewhere, like, I go back to places where they treat me good.
So
right?
do I.
Yeah. So if I don't get treated well somewhere, regardless of what they're offering, I don't go back.
So do I, and that's why I mention it, because that is extremely important.
Yeah.
We have the buying power. We are in control.
Yeah.
So if you, from the moment, like I say, you push that door in, and you're greeted with that warmth, because when you go there, it's because you're not feeling well.
Exactly.
It's because you're sick. You're experiencing some sort of problem, whether it's spiritually or health or whatever it is because you are going to feel better, to get help. And that is the way you should feel that warmth. You should feel this is the right place for me.
Yeah, for sure.
And that is important.
I've been in situations like that where I wasn't, not feeling well, and I went places to get help. And if they treated me a certain way, you're already in such a desperate state to get better, and a lot of times when people come to us, we're not exactly giving them great news, and you have to know how, you have to have compassion and be courteous to people you know, so, and that's something that we do with everyone that comes in.
Very, very true.
You know?
That's what I love about your staff as well.
Yeah.
You know, that courtesy that they extend, that warmth, that understanding and compassion, as you say, because you're right. Somebody's coming there, or when people come there, it's because they've got a problem, and they're seeking help. So that's part of the experience.
Yeah, we're definitely happy to help them.
Great. I know today you're going to be talking to us about some of the services that you're offering. So let's get the ball rolling.
So, great. So it's a pleasure to be again on, you know, Zelisa. This is actually something we always look forward to right now because we get to like it now. But, you know, the first one we had no stage fright, but today we're ready for them, right? But, you know, so with these, as you know, we're running a special right now, and it will change. It's not a special for a long period of time. So we're urging people to make the most of the special.
Great.
Where, you know, the scan is $630, and it's to scan your entire body. Every corner of your body, over 870 body parts the system will be dealing with.
Great.
Right? Down to every cell. You know, so, and as we spoke about in the last program, you know, the machine is capable of finding things down to cancer, down to one cell. Tumors, cysts. It even predicts issues in the future when it comes to, most people, they think they have this, but they have that, but they also have something else that coincides, and they didn't know, right?
You come for one thing, and then you realize
see that there's, you know, things that aren't picked up in other tests.
That's awesome, eh?
Yeah.
Prevention is better than cure. You find out about it, you get to the root of it and get help.
Yeah.
Like, important things like strokes, right?
Yeah.
What we notice is some people come in with issues where in the head, part of the head, there is cerebral circulation issues.
Yeah.
Now the system predicts that in most cases, futuristically, this is not a definite, but futuristically there's chances of a stroke when you have issues like that. The system now, through different series of treatments, is capable of reducing the chances by improving the circulation, by finding what is the issue due to lack of certain nutrients, due to something wrong with the vessels around the heart.
Correct.
Something. Inflammation also affects the blood flow. You know, inflammation actually triggers pain. Some people have pain and they think the bone damage in the hip. But it comes from the lymphatic system as well. Where the blood vessels wrap your hip. And so it's all about predicting and understanding and knowing what's going on inside your body, and then learning how, not only knowing, but how we could fix it.
You're very correct, Shivan. It's about knowing, understanding what is the problem, but what you can do to solve that health concern. And then again, preventative measures for rapid growth. Nip it in the bud immediately.
Yes.
Excellent.
And that is one thing that gives us cutting edge. And not only finding the issues, but the different mechanisms, as we spoke about, you know, through treatments with the system where the system treats 11 body parts at least at a point in time. So just $299 right now. That is a steal of a deal. 11. If we divide that is less than a snack pack in KFC, right? That's real cheap right now, right? So just that for your health. And now is the best season. Now we come in, Diwali just finished. People eat real sweets for Diwali. That triggers high amount of inflammation. Right?
Correct,
people don't understand things that feeds those type of issues, like potatoes feeds inflammation. Carrots feeds inflammation. Any acidic, most citrus fruits feeds inflammation. So they don't understand that during that period of time, Christmas coming, rather than give a gift like a vase or a perfume, give a gift of health. You know?
I always say that, you know, I endorse that, and I really applaud you for saying that, because if you really love someone, give them something of value.
For sure.
You're correct. Then, you know, a dust collector, as we would say, or, you know, give them something that could help determine what is wrong with them. And by doing that, do you know you're assisting in helping them have a longer and healthier life?
Definitely.
So you have your loved ones even longer by making sure that they're in good health.
Not only that, like the food too, like that, you know, the people cook their food in vegetable oil or canola oil, things like that. Those things lead to inflammation in the body.
Correct. We were talking off air.
Yeah.
And, you know, we were talking about ghee.
Yes.
And you said you've made the conscious effort to use ghee as opposed to other, and I applaud you for that, because I do as well, because it's the healthier choice.
Yeah, for sure.
Coconut oil, avocado oil.
Yes.
People
butter,
may think
real butter.
Yes, people may think that it's a little more, but in the long run it's worth it, because you will have better.
There's a saying: you pay for your health now, or you pay for it later.
I love that. I love that. You pay for your health now,
or you pay for it later.
I love that. Because that's true.
It is. So, and I'd rather pay for it now.
Yeah. Yes, and live a life of quality. People live a lifetime working hard, making all these sacrifices, saying, well, when I get older or in my ripe old age, that's when I will go on a cruise, that's when I will do this, that's when I'll do that. Only to recognize and realize when they get older, after they slave all their life to make everybody happy and put everything in place, when they should be enjoying their age, their old age and their retirement, is because they're battling health concerns. And they're spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to regain their health. When you could come, go take the scan, find out what is wrong, get treatment immediately, and be on your way to speedy recovery. Live a longer, happy and healthier life, so you really could enjoy those days.
For sure.
Definitely.
I've been there, done that, with the going to multiple places to get help, and like this is before everything with Master Eric, but
and now you found it's this one-stop shop.
It's
don't I say that?
I'd say
you do
say that. I know that.
Great minds think alike.
It's a one-stop shop there.
Yeah, so it's a must. It's important, especially women. They don't really think of themselves, especially housewives. They try to put everybody and everything in place because they're the prime minister of the house. So let's face it, they're Lakshmi. They are the light, and they fix everybody from husband to children. And they are the ones who, even with men, the wives are the ones who will have to be behind them. Go and get this, go and do this, go to the doctor, something is not right. Well, you know what, the time is right about now. The time is today. Because tomorrow is not promised, it's not guaranteed what will be the outcome. So don't procrastinate, don't waste your time. Tell yourself today is the day of a new, healthier, happier and improved you. Today you're going to pick up the phone, and today you're going to call 354-4459, 354-4459, 497-7226. Make that call, make that appointment. Head on down there. There are two locations. One, LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupere, the other opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. And be on your way to a happier, healthier, new and improved you by simply making that call and deciding today is the day my family and I are going to be new and improved, because we're going to get help.
Couldn't have said it better,
Nobody could do it. You've got to do it for yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to find it within yourself to make the time to take care of your health. Nobody's going to do it for you. And if you do not love you, who will love you? If you don't have good health, how you will take care of your husband and your children? Vice versa, husbands. Husbands, if you're not well, how you could take care of your wife and kids? How you could go and do an honest, hard day's work? When you're flat in bed and you can't do anything. Prevention is better than cure. So make that call today, 354-4459, 354-4459, 497-7226. It's Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited with two locations, LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupere, and of course opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Let's go to these important messages taken this ad. When we return, we continue our conversation with Siobhan and Renuka representing Oats. When we return, stay with us.
Welcome to OATS, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, the future of healthcare, which provides full body scans, which we detect and treat cancer, tumors, all heart conditions, cysts, fibroids, dementia, Parkinson's, just to name a few. No radiation and medication is not needed. If you are tired of getting no results, call us at 354-4459 or 356-7226.
This Diwali, be sure to visit the Fab India Expo, your one-stop shop. Comfortable ambience, ample parking, multi-cuisine food court, arcade for the kids, Mehendi and Spa, the Fashion House of Trinidad, located opposite Medford Gas Station, Shogunas, with extended opening hours from now until Diwali, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Due to the delay in containers, the India Install Expo will be opening from the 27th of October until the 20th of November. India Install Expo, opposite the Center of Excellence in Macquarie, is opening from the 27th until the 20th of November. This Diwali, look elegant with their newly imported latest fashion Indian garments, matching jewelry, shoes and even purses. Opening hours are 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, closing on the 20th of November.
Super quality supermarket, best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Couva Car Park, Couva, 98 Endeavour Road, Shogunas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Are you ready to own your own home? But worried about time, money, and construction? We handle it all. With Docs, you can sleep in your dream. Make a down payment of $100K or $150K and we'll build a 2 or 3 bedroom home on your unused land. A home is an investment into your future, so let's help you invest wise, invest well. Payment plans available. We're only a call away.
Welcome to OATS, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, the future of healthcare, which provides full body scans, which we detect and treat cancer, tumors, all heart conditions, cysts, fibroids, dementia, Parkinson's, just to name a few. No radiation and medication is not needed. If you are tired of getting no results, call us at 354-4459 or 356-7226.
This Diwali, be sure to visit the Fab India Expo, your one-stop shop. Comfortable ambience, ample parking, multi-cuisine food court, arcade for the kids, Mehendi and Spa, the Fashion House of Trinidad, located opposite Medford Gas Station, Shogunas, with extended opening hours from now until Diwali, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Due to the delay in containers, the India Install Expo will be opening from the 27th of October until the 20th of November. India Install Expo, opposite the Center of Excellence in Macquarie, is opening from the 27th until the 20th of November. This Diwali, look elegant with their newly imported latest fashion Indian garments, matching jewelry, shoes and even purses. Opening hours are 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, closing on the 20th of November.
Super Quality Supermarket.
Welcome back to all of our local, regional, international viewers and listeners. Thank you so much for choosing us. Welcome back, Conversations with Zelisa. Of course, our program today coming to us with the kind compliments of oats. When we think of oats or when we hear oats, when we think of health, right? So listen to this, oats. Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, all right? And it is Optimal Alternative. It's a treatment and it's the best solution possible. Located LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupia and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. 2 locations conveniently located for you. Now, telephone contact numbers. Lock it, save it in your phone, write it in your little diary. Conversations with Zelisa, Master Eric. 354-4459. That's 354-4459. 497-7226. 497-7226. Representing today, talking to us about all of their services, what they can offer you when it comes to ultimate in health, would be Shivan and beautiful Renuka. Welcome back. Look at how she blushing.
Smiling.
Yeah, she's a darling, brilliant young lady. And of course, they are talking to us about, you know, some of the services. We're talking about the scan today in particular. It's on special. It continues. Yeah.
Yeah, so the special is going through the end of November.
Right.
And right now we have, I guess, a promotion of if you come in and buy a gift certificate this month for someone, you can get it at the reduced price of $630.
Right.
And whoever you buy it for, a family member, whoever, they can use it in December.
But we were talking about gifts. Great. So
Yeah.
you get that gift certificate. Brilliant. But you get it at the reduced price until the end of this month.
Right.
So today's the 17th. You have until the end of this month to go get your gift certificates for your loved ones, your grandmother, your grandfather, your auntie, your uncle, your parents, your children, your husband, your wife. It's a beautiful gift idea. But you get it at the reduced rate until the end of this month, which is $630. Now this scan, if my memory serves me right, is $1,150.
It is
Normal.
That's the original price, $1,150. Am I
Correct.
correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Right. But if you have until the end of this month to get it at $630. Now that's a steal of a deal. You get the gift certificate. You present it to your loved ones so they could go in the month of December and take advantage of it.
Right.
Beautiful. So you're giving them a gift before. You're giving them a gift of good health.
Yeah.
Check out. Prevention is better than cure. So they have the month of December now to utilize it. Brilliant and a wonderful option.
Yeah.
Good.
Good, and that is a great thing. As you know, as I say before the break, you know, give a gift of health.
Yes.
You know, so and we always try to give back. That is why we're so pleasant with clients,
Yeah.
because, as you said, healing starts from the moment they meet us. Because a lot of people come back and they said, from the moment they see us, they're feeling much better already. Yeah. You wouldn't believe how much clients
Smiling
says
face.
that.
Listen, I understand that, you know, because a smiling face and a person who extends that that warmth to you when you're feeling sick, you're depressed, you're worried, you don't know what is going on with you, you don't know if it's a health, you don't know if it's something spiritual, you don't know. Of course you are disenchanted, you're unhappy, you're upset, you're in a bad mood.
Yeah.
But if you have somebody that is going to greet you with that warmth, that feeling of comfort, that's part of the healing right there, knowing that, oh gosh, I'm in the right place.
Yeah. For sure.
And also that helps build any company, if you think about it. Through proper customer service, referrals, word of mouth is the best form of advertising for any company.
And we know Master Eric, he's not going to compromise.
No.
He is
very strict when
not
it comes
going to,
customer
I've
service.
known him and I can
Yeah.
tell you he's not going to cut corners and he's
No.
not going to compromise. That's what I love about him. He's full of integrity. And that is what, when it comes to training with his staff, trained and certified, that's priority.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Learning how to deal with individuals. You know, Zelisa, as we move on here now, I just wanted to share with you some experiences, because these are experiences that in the recent past that I have seen with my own eyes, right? And when it comes to healing, because as you know, we have many ways. We have chakra adjustment, because certain chakras affect certain health issues. So head, you know, you adjust solar plexus, different chakras. Also, it have the system treatment. We found people, like there was just one female that came to us where for about a period of 6 years, she had constant bleeding. Like if she's seen her cycle.
Yeah, bleeding. A
Right.
lot of women complain about that,
Good.
you know. They bleed for years and years and they do nothing about it. But do something today. Let's hear.
And she came to the office. She was very distressed. She lost a lot of blood. She was on all type of medication. All underneath her eyes was sag, all different things. And she was from the south area. And she came to us distressed. She wasn't sure. This was the last resort. She saw us on television again.
Yeah.
And it was the last resort for her, and she came. When she came to us, we told her not to tell us the issue. We want to find the issue with our machine. So we scanned, and we found the lining of the uterus, the cervix, the ovary areas. Everything showed up with chronic areas where it showed that it had issues, right? And also we found things like, you know, follicular cysts, these different issues. And we started to work on the machine with her. So when we shared all these issues now, she was so amazed by the details we went into it, because we're going to each organ, to different layers of the organ, to what is exactly happening, and how they both come together to affect the entire organ and the system. and what was triggering the bleeding. And in adjusting with treating with the system, we treated her for a period of time, close to about 6 to 8 weeks of constant treatment on the system. Then we sent her to Master Eric, where he performed his special treatment that only he knows how to do.
Yes.
And over a period of time, slowly, did you know, that bleeding dropped? Slowly. It could not drop at once, but slowly it reduced, and today she no longer requires treatment. Today she is free from that issue.
6 years of constant bleeding.
Yeah.
That we are women.
That'll drain you.
So we understand the discomfort that you feel.
Yeah.
Within that menstrual period that we witness as women monthly. Think about it.
No.
And 6 years of that. It took, you said, 6 months of treatment?
No, 6 weeks.
6 weeks
plus
of treatment.
About a month and about 6 weeks again, my master. Probably a little less. And during that period of time, she witnessed every week it dropped slowly.
Great.
Slowly.
Excellent.
Slowly. And today, and this was just a client that we did with a few months ago.
Yeah. So she did the scan, of course, when she came in. So she did her scan. She started the treatments there, but then she also did that one-on-one treatment with Master Eric.
Yes.
And we know he has that gift that he has. Great. Excellent. I mean, I am always, whenever you talk about your clients and people, I cannot forget having a conversation with a young lady, a Muslim lady, who was healed of cancer.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I also had the opportunity to interview and talk to a gentleman who had prostate cancer as well, and Master Eric saved him from surgery, and many others that I would have had conversations with, that I know that had that one-on-one treatment with Master was able to find themselves.
That was a magical
We were talking about the chakras. I remember many people calling and saying that they did it and they feel so good about it after. It really made a difference. It feels as if their life is now on track. So the beauty about oats and the offices of Master Eric is that there are so many treatments and different forms of treatments for you available that you just have to go in, explain what is wrong, what is going on with you, and they will find the right solution for you, because not everybody is the same, and not everybody have the same health concern. We may have the same symptoms, but it may not be the same health concern, and that's why it's important to have that one-on-one to decide what exactly is wrong with you, the individual. Yeah.
So, and well, as I said today, and due to her, she brought her husband to scan.
Yeah.
She brought her sister. She brought all her friends.
Her whole family,
Her whole family. This is why customer service, but also people feeling that improvement.
It's the results. You're getting the results.
You're correct.
That
from the entire experience up to the results, nothing better than word of mouth. I'm in the advertising business, in the media world, and word of mouth has been tried and tested. It's the best.
It's the best.
Our program today coming to us with the kind compliments of Oats, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. Now there are 2 locations conveniently located for you to visit. One, Kunapir, which is central, LP 78 Monroe Road in Kunapir. The other in San Fernando in the Southland, opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers are 354-4459, that's 354-4459, 497-7226, 497-7226. Let's go to these important messages. When we return, we will continue our conversation with Shivan and, of course, beautiful Renuka when we return. Stay with us.
Welcome to OATS, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, the future of healthcare, which provides full body scans which we detect and treat cancer, tumors, all heart conditions, cysts, fibroids, dementia, Parkinson's, just to name a few. No radiation and medication is not needed. If you are tired of getting no results, call us at 354-4459 or 356-7226.
Charan's Bookstore. For all your school books, stationery items, uniforms, shoes, board games, toys, and much more. Visit them at any of their 3 branches located at 24 Eastern Main Road, Quezay, San Juan. Telephone number 675-9024 or 675-3607. 53 Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna, 663-1884, 663-1476, or 645-3878. Trin City Mall, Trin City, contact them at 640-3155.
Calm down.
Check out Charan's Bookstore.
Looking for an adventure? Then come to Massa Nature Park. There are scenic spaces for picnics, adults and kids swimming pools, apartments for rent, huts for cooking, liming, and beautiful nature trails for hikes. Business hours 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Conveniently located at Brasso, Grand Couva. Contact us at 777-4531 or 335-0183. Let the fun begin. Tile Expression Limited, the #1 leader in tiles. Large stock, unbeatable prices, wide variety of porcelain tiles, ceramic tiles, wall and floor tiles, residential and commercial, granite and quartz countertops. Best quality from Spain, Italy, Brazil, India and China. Tile Expression Limited, conveniently located Monroe Road, Kunapir. Telephone 693-0015 or 223-TILE.
Welcome back, of course, to all of our local, regional, international viewers and listeners. Thanking you kindly for choosing us, allowing us to influence you in a positive way and answer those unanswered questions. Our program this morning coming to us with the kind compliments of Oats, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, with 2 locations, LP 78 Monroe Road in Kunapir and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers are, write it down in your book, lock it in on your phone, save it as Master Eric. 354-4459, 354-4459, 497-7226, 497-7226. Today, Shivan and Renuka, they are talking to us about some of the services that you can get at Oats. So remember to check them out, make that call, make that appointment, get in. Welcome back. I also want to remind you to make the call to get those gift certificates. If you're looking for, good gifts to give your loved ones, then you could get that gift certificate. You could purchase them now at the price, at the reduced price until the end of this month. So you have today's the 17th, almost 2 weeks again to get them, and then your loved ones can utilize it in December. That's a steal of a deal. It's a win-win in every way that will work for you and your loved ones. All right, what a gift.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Yeah, and also the treatments right now they're normally $400 and they're $299 right now.
Great. So the treatments normally are $400, so that also there's a special that's running at $299. Now, what you didn't talk about, and I think we should talk about, because I think everybody should go get one, would be the machine for the blood circulation.
Yes.
Because I have had, even a very good friend of mine went and she said, girl, I just feel so energized. I feel so good again.
Yeah.
Having having problems with her feet and blood circulation and things like that. After I'm yet to go for mine. So maybe I should give myself a gift.
You should come. Yeah, that machine, so for the circulation, I mean, everyone's different. Everyone's level of circulation in their body is different. So the machine will actually tell you based off of how your body reacts to it, if we need to go like higher, on a higher level or a lower level to get your, circulation going.
Stimulate, circulate. Give yourself that gift. give yourself that gift and go and do it. How long is it? How long it goes for?
25 minutes.
25 minutes. You know, I'm going to come. And I'm going to give myself 25 minutes.
Good.
Nice.
To get my blood circulated. Right?
And when it comes to the pulse, you know, a lot of, well, you know, we have the comfort of walking around to help. Like if we have a circulation issue, we could exercise.
Yeah.
But what about people who is in wheelchair?
Yes.
Who has stroke?
You're very
who
correct.
Incapable of physically standing or walking to have that exercise and circulation, who just had a surgery and in bed for weeks. This pulse is not only for people who walk in a wrong and have pains, but also it can increase the circulation, improve the circulation in people. Also, it stimulates nerves.
Stroke, you said it right. Couldn't have said it better, Siobhan. So true.
When it comes on that machine, it works for everyone. We
Brilliant.
have people who, like, there's this guy right now in South. He has a stroke. And he is recovering. He's starting to get movement in his hand again.
Really?
And he's starting his foot now. He could raise his foot and move it. He had no movement when he came to us.
Excellent.
Zero movement. And he did 1 week of the frequency treatment. 1 week of the pulse. 1 week of the frequency treatment.
And alternate between.
1 week of the pulse and alternate it.
And his hand and his, wow, that's excellent.
When he came to the machine, the pulse machine, he had to use the maximum efficiency of the machine.
Right.
We had to carry the machine to the max. Do you know that maximum is 99? Currently, he's on 85. His foot actually showing signs of improvement that we have to drop the pulse. Because he don't require the amount he required when he came to us about 8 weeks ago.
But that's the point I was making. You go in there so unhappy, in pain, in hurt, worrisome whether he could walk or not after a stroke. And now today, you know how that man is feeling to know he could now move, he could gain back the strength in his hands to help feed himself or bath himself and his leg. It took away
and it's less
his independence.
strain on the family.
Brilliant.
Because his son had to take time off of work to bring him to the office.
Nice.
So, well, our goal now is to get him to the position where he can walk. So he don't require
and he's going to get there.
Right? He will get there once he stays to his treatments.
Excellent.
Right? But his son now...
That's good news.
Yeah, he's definitely improving. And his son now is in the position where once this improves, he could be working fully again, because this affects not one person, but it affects the people around them.
You're very correct. It affects your
and
loved ones.
as somebody performing treatment, it feels real good on us as well that we're seeing this improvement.
Yes, of course. That's a reward for you all to know that you took this man's life from zero and made it whole again. That's awesome. It's a nice feeling. The day when he would get up and walk out, you know, hey, it was worth it. The time and effort that you took. Excellent.
And that's like a real comfort feeling for us.
Yes, that's a reward really,
Because when it came, like the cancer patient you was talking about, when you speak earlier about, she was in bed because she did chemo, radiation, and she couldn't move. But Master went home. As I said, we make things to drink. Master made it and he gave her it. When she used that, he got her to the point where bedridden, she was able to walk to the kitchen to drink water.
Yeah, it's true.
And she was capable after a few weeks, almost a month or a little more than a month, she was capable of coming to the office for her treatment. And that was very small success along the path. And today she is cancer free. But the main thing, she stayed, a lot of people think, and we understand this is how humans are, but a lot of people think 2 treatment and they should be normal again. This is impossible.
Not understanding that it took years to get them. So there's no magic pill or no magic potion or no magic voila. It doesn't happen like that. It took years to get you to that point where your health would have deteriorated. And so it's going to take time now. And that's why the longer you take, when you procrastinate and you wait days into weeks into months into years, you can't you have to do it now. As soon as you recognize something is wrong or you're not feeling right, then that's an indication that something is wrong. Don't self-diagnose or don't do what your sister did or your neighbor doing, because you are not them. You are unique, you are special, and your body is different. So you need to seek help immediately. That's why you should call right now to 354-4459, 354-4459 497-7226. 497-7226. Save the number, store it in your phone, write it down so you could make that call and be on your way to a speedy recovery. You'll never be the same, yeah? Bring back the smile and happiness and joy in your life. Enjoy this Christmas.
And another thing I noticed, like with people, when they start to feel sick or they know something's wrong, they'd rather just not know. They'd rather not go to the doctor, and for the fear of what it might be. For people like that, when things like that happen, we understand, we know it's scary, and when you come, you're actually going to find out what's wrong with you, but know that we can help you fix it. And you don't have to be afraid to come in and get the help that you need.
Yeah.
I know people that had cancer and they knew something was wrong and they did not go to the doctor and they end up dying because they just didn't want to deal with it.
That's a very good point you've just raised there. There are people who are hesitant.
Yeah.
They're afraid of the unknown or to know the truth.
Yeah.
And it's simply because they don't know how to deal and cope with it. But let go of that fear and understand that you're here for a reason and a purpose. And there is a master plan for you in your life. God has a plan for you. And that plan is not to die or to wither away or to be sick or to be unhealthy. That plan is to get a hold of your life and enjoy life to the best way you know how to.
Yeah,
not
for sure.
Not to live in pain and suffering.
No.
God,
And it's not just like physical pain. Like again, I know I talked about this the last time we were here. People with mental health issues, that they suffer in silence because they don't have a gaping wound that people can see and know that they are suffering. So that's another thing that we help with, especially when we scan and we can see everything in the brain, and it lets us know what's going on and we can address it and fix it.
Because mental health is real. You do not know that person that you're working with, the person you sat in a taxi, but you just don't know what is going through in their mind. You don't know what they're dealing with, what they're trying to cope with, the challenges, the ills of society, so much the anxiety. It's a lot of people are dealing, mental health is real.
Yeah.
And I like that you also deal with that as well. Help people because you can pick that up in the scan.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And there's so many people that come in and like we talk to them, and so many people that were so close to, suicide.
Taking their life.
Yeah.
That's
Quite
not an option.
Yeah.
Clearly it's not an option.
No, but for them to feel that way, they get to a point where they just
They give up.
They give up, and there's a lot of that comes from childhood trauma. So if everyone could stop abusing children, that would be nice. But that's where majority of things stem from. It changes your brain.
Renuka, you're very, very right, and you touched on something that's very sensitive when it comes to children.
Yeah.
Whether you are abusing children physically, mentally, or verbally, you need to stop it.
Yeah.
Because you are ruining that person's life.
For the rest of their life.
You are taking away their joy and their peace and their happiness. And many people live a lifetime with that hurt and guilt that they've had, that pain that they're suffering all of their life because they nip it, because what they do, they hide it. They put it under the carpet or the back burner and they don't want to deal with it.
No.
And they live a life of unhappiness. You see them smile, but there is a pain that they're feeling. They're crying when they are alone, and they need help.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that you all deal with as well. I know Master Eric.
He does.
I know that he's been able to be very instrumental and helpful in getting that intervention with counseling, especially with children that just came and they would be able to open up, and he was able to help them find themselves and find peace and love again, happiness. And that's something, another service that you do have there, the counseling aspect of it. Yeah. There's so many services that you do
my gosh, not just with things like abuse or suicide. Like he helps with like marriage counseling,
like for marriage, prevent a lot of divorces. Yeah.
Yeah, he does, and it's just it's something that really isn't talked about too much. So we want to share that's something that we help with as well.
So it's a service that they do have at Oates. If you know of any sort of abuse, or you yourself, you know you've been abused in whichever way, fashion or form, then get help for you, love you and get help for you, and live a happy and peaceful life. It's not worth it living life with misery and hurt and pain.
When that happens, when trauma happens to anyone, your body, your brain only wants to protect you, and it does that in ways that may not be the best, like things like anxiety and panic attacks. You know, it'll put you, and then you get stuck in survival mode.
Stress.
So
stress is a killer. That's the fact.
It is.
And it also triggers other health concerns.
It does.
So please get help. We're pleading with you. We're saying to you, get help today. Make that call. 354-4459. That's 354-4459 497-7226. Our program coming to us with the kind compliments of Oates Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. Telephone contact 354-4459 497-7226. Let's go to these important messages. When we return, we continue our conversation with Shivan and Renuka, today talking about the services at Oates. When we return, stay with us.
Welcome to Oates Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, the future of healthcare, which provides full body scans which we detect and treat cancer, tumors, all heart conditions, cysts, fibroids, dementia, Parkinson's, just to name a few. No radiation and medication is not needed. If you are tired of getting no results, call us at 354-4459 or 356-7226.
This Diwali, be sure to visit the Fab India Expo, your one-stop shop. Comfortable ambience, ample parking, multi-cuisine food court, arcade for the kids, Mehendi and Spa, the fashion house of Trinidad, located opposite Medford gas station, Shogunas, with extended opening hours from now until Diwali, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Due to the delay in containers, the India Install Expo will be opening from the 27th of October until the 20th of November. India Install Expo, opposite the Center of Excellence in Macquarie, is opening from the 27th until the 20th of November. This Diwali, look elegant with their newly imported latest fashion Indian garments, matching jewelry, shoes and even purses. Opening hours are 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, closing on the 20th of November.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Hoover Car Park, Hoover, 98 Endeavour Road, Shogunas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. I'm Zelisa. And our program today coming to us with the kind compliments of Oates Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, with 2 locations: LP 78 Monroe Road in Kunapir and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers are 354-4459. That's 354-4459 497-7226 497-7226. Welcome back. And of course, talking about the services, before we get back into our conversation, let me gently remind you that they've got specials that are running, gift certificates. If you purchase them in this month, in the next 2 weeks of this month, you can, your family and loved ones or yourself can utilize it all the month of December. So take advantage of that. All right, so it's a steal of a deal. The scans are normally $1,150. They are now $630. That's a steal of a deal. Welcome back.
Great. So, Zelisa, before the break, you were talking about like emotional health.
Yes.
Right? Now, medically, the system as you know, Renuka said that it could find these stresses areas, but it comes in different forms.
Right.
So like if someone, like last week there was this lady that came in and she headache went. She had the sad ending of her son. Her son had passed due to unforeseen events.
Yeah.
And the stress it put, we found it in something called the head longitudinal section on the right side of the head. This part of the head that deals with stress and so on. And we found something called reactive insanity. Reactive insanity is basically you went through some type of emotional trauma.
Yeah.
And it affects your nerves, how the brain functions, it creates stress. Now, stress by itself triggers inflammation in the body, which will cause bodily pains, all these different things. And what the system is able to keep in, because when you're stressed out, it affects your nervous system.
Right.
And through the treatment, we could reverse the adverse effects of that stress. Meaning that some people come to us and they have this issue where for no reason they get a very depressive feeling. And they're thinking it's hormones, but sometimes it's not hormones. It is due to issues with nerves. And sometimes they can't sleep in the night. And when they go through that, it's because of severe stress affected the nerves.
Yeah.
And they can't sleep. They get insomnia, these different issues. So due to stress, we can also find these adverse effects of the stress on the brain and start to reverse it to lessen the long-term effects, the dangers.
Nice. Excellent.
Yeah. And there was one time this guy that came in, he came in with headaches and blurry vision, like dizzy, nauseous,
Yeah.
which are all common symptoms of, it could be anything,
Yeah.
right? And he came in for a scan, and it turns out a tumor started growing in his brain, yeah.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's so
Well, it was very,
minuscule.
very small,
Yeah.
right? But the frequencies picked it up, right? And it was a slow growth tumor, but where it was, in the encephalon, it was triggering pain, mild pain, dizziness, giddiness. While he walking, he would have feel a sensation to black out, but he not blacking out. So these are effects of a mild brain concussion. So you don't know if you get a lash in your head and it's still in the healing process. Mild concussion could cause this. Improper circulation in the brain due to the lack of oxygen could cause the same issue.
Could be
Yeah.
anything.
So to him, he did scans, he did MRI, it didn't show. But he came to us as thinking it not severe, which at that point in time, if you leave it, it could become severe in the future.
Yeah.
And with that, we was able to pick up that.
Yep.
And within the first when we did the first treatment,
Yeah.
he expressed himself to Renuka that he
That-
felt the pain ease.
Yeah, like the
Really?
headache.
With the
Yeah.
first treatment?
Yeah. You know, because I think it was because it was such a small at that point, but just
Yeah.
small enough that it couldn't be detected by other things, but big enough to cause certain symptoms like the
Yeah.
dizziness and blurry vision and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
yeah, after that first treatment, you started feeling, and then of course he came and got more until it was completely gone.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
And his headaches completely went.
Prevention again. Early detection of these things that you can't pick up otherwise. That's how precise the machine is.
Yeah, it picks up the littlest details.
And imagine in the first treatment, he was already feeling better.
better, yeah.
Which is something we can't promise for everyone, but thank for him.
Well, you can't
Yeah,
because
well,
everybody's different.
Everybody's body is
Exactly.
different, you know, like again, everybody has a different diet, different stress, everything is different,
very
you know,
correct,
so
yeah.
everyone will respond in the way their body wants to
You said
respond.
something that's very true and real, and everybody's diet would be different. We
Yeah.
eat differently in our homes.
Yeah.
And so that, of course, will also affect some of the health concerns and problems we may
For
have.
sure.
Definitely,
Oh, for
especially with
sure.
stomach.
Yeah.
And what we notice, people comes into the office with acid reflux. But for some misconnotation, a lot of individuals think acid reflux is because you have too much acid. There are different types of acid reflux.
Yeah.
And what we notice, people due to their busy work schedule, is miss a lot of meals.
Of
Really
course.
stand.
Or they
Yeah.
eat too fast.
Or they eat too fast.
Another good
Yeah.
point.
And the problem happen is where there's a little valve by your esophagus transitioning into the stomach. Due to the pressure building up of the acid when you swallow food, it's supposed to build that pressure and shut the valve. But when you're not eating in time, how the body does it creates algorithms. So what he noticed, okay, we only getting food this a time and this time. So he got rid of some of the acid over the years. So when the food goes into the stomach, this is why certain people get chest burns. And they think, oh, the acid built up
It's
too much.
too
No.
much, no.
The problem is
not enough.
they have less acid And because the pressure was not building up, the valve remained partially open. And that burning sensation was the acid coming up into the esophagus and burning. And then things like quick fix.
Antacids.
Like a little bit of warm water with a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar calms it because it builds the pressure and shuts the valves.
Yes. Okay. And it also causes, it makes your body needs things like that, so it creates the acid and digestive enzymes to digest the food, right? And then people take things like antacids or over-the-counter stuff and thinking that helps, but those things causes you to it causes your body to remove the acid. Like you're putting in the same problem, so you got to buy more thinking that's helping. It's not.
And then it creates other health problems.
Yeah, it does. You know, and like again, stress too. You know, if you're eating fast, you eating in survival mode. Your body is in fight or flight. You know, the whole fight or flight freeze. Right. So if it's in that mode, it's not really going to be digesting properly. It's focusing on other things, right? And the opposite of that is rest and digest. So that's when your body, when you're calm, you know, take your time, chew your food, things like that. If you're eating in a hurry, you're not, yes, you're eating, but you're not actually going to be able to absorb anything, absorb the nutrients. And then if the food you're eating is cooked in seed oils and stuff like that, there's so many, there's so many things. So,
you eat out and you think the food is, it's definitely, they don't purchase the best vegetables or fruits or things like that, or the best oils, and that's a fact, it's a reality. So you do things like that in moderation. There's so much that you learn. But before we wrap things up, perhaps Shivan, you could remind us again of some of the services that are available.
Well, the services, as you know, perform full body scans, scan the entire body. Don't if you have a fungus on each toenail, we'll find the fungus.
Nice.
Right? If you have weakness at the roots, say here, we get test different layers of the roots to find which part, what it is, if it lacking nutrients, if there's an issue, if there's eczema, these different issues, we could find it. Right? And also the scan right now is at a reduced price, only until the ending of November. It was $11.50, but it will go back to $11.50 after. It's currently $630.
After this month it goes back.
This month it will
so
go
come
back.
December you'll have to pay the $11.30. So take advantage of the deal. It's $630 at the end of this month. And of course, if you get a gift certificate, your loved ones or yourself, if you, let's just say for some reason, you know, you don't have the time to do it, go get yourself that gift certificate, and then you have all of December to use it. Yeah? Good.
Yeah, and also the treatments, it's at a reduced cost as well. It was $400. Currently, it's $299, which is a steal of a deal.
Yeah.
But that's also going back up come next month.
That will go back to normal as well.
So
if it's 5
now's the time
members,
to take advantage.
You're saving.
Yeah.
That could buy.
This is the best time to take advantage.
Yeah, also counseling, chakra adjustment, chakra alignment,
fire treatments,
master many different ways that we could target to heal different issues that requires different alternative treatments.
I want to thank you both for the phenomenal work that you do at the clinic in helping save lives. That's what you do, get that intervention and you save a life. You bring peace and joy and happiness. Listen, there's no money that you could pay somebody for peace, joy and happiness, all right? That's what you do. May God bless you both. We'll see you all very soon again on the program. Remember, our program today came to us with the kind compliments of Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. Give yourself and your loved ones the gift of good health, the gift of life, the gift of peace and joy, love and happiness. Because if you are sick, you could never be happy. Your loved ones will not be happy. So make that call today. Telephone contact 354-4459. That's 354-4459. 497-7226. 497-7226. Locations LP78 Monroe Road in Cunupere and opposite Palmas Park in San Fernando. I want to thank you kindly for choosing us. Here's wishing you all a great day today, reminding you we have a repeat of the program on Synergy TV today at 3 o'clock. Tell your friends, tell your family members. Have yourselves a beautiful, safe and happy weekend. Thank you so much for choosing us. Here's reminding you that with God, all things are possible. I am Zelisa Rupani. Thanks again. Have yourselves an awesome day. Be safe, be happy, be good law-abiding citizens.